A's get pissed off, SDRs get pissed off, businesses get pissed off, because guess what? No one wins. An age-old problem in SaaS, but one that is a massive problem now and probably bigger than ever before. Guys, welcome back to another episode of the Sell the Future podcast. In today's episode, we're going to be covering no-shows. Massive problem right now in SaaS. In fact, there's always been a problem, but it's never been as big a problem as it is right now. We're going to go through the best strategies out there right now to try and lower that no-show rate down to an absolute minimum. SDRs, make sure you stick around for this one. You're definitely not going to want to miss that. We are also off the back of last time's 5 email templates. Cold emails that get you cut through. Well, I've been speaking to SDRs, A's alike, SaaS reps, sales reps in general, and you guys want more. So I have put together another 5 for you. So that will give you 10 in total of cold email templates to help you get the most cut through in today's market. But first, we are going to cover off LinkedIn post of the week, and this week's one is a cracker. This is a post from a chap called Brandon Clauser, and I'm pretty sure he's changed his name to sound like Closer, but he is the new face of B2B sales coaching, self-proclaimed. I make 75k a month solo. I coach all my clients one-on-one. I own a $1.6 million house in San Diego with ocean views. I deadlift 405 and benched 225 pounds for reps. I drive a new 2025 Ford Raptor. I'm him. I've single-handedly followed my dreams and taken over an entire industry in 2 months. Wow, impressive. My clients, cash printers. Call them the Fed Reserve. I'm serving my clients one-on-one. I'm having fun. I'm free from corporation telling me how I can and can't live my life. Clients are coming to me in record numbers from guru cohorts. Companies are hiring me to train their teams. Why? Because nobody is sold in this new market like I have. They can't coach one-on-one for fair prices, and they are not true leaders. People want proven results. It's easy to see the truth. I'm the best. I'm relentless. My clients win. Game over. It's my industry now, and it will be for decades. What a great post. And look at this picture. It's my industry now. BC, sales coach, Brandon Clauser. I don't know if anyone knows this guy, but I think someone actually, who was it, Benjamin D, commented on his one as well. Surprised you're not charging for appointments. Giving away your time for free seems unlike your posts. There's a few other people that commented, but Brandon responded to Benjamin. I only made 75k last month and 30k the last week. I'm poor. Brandon, we believe you. No need to be defensive. Benjamin, I am the best of all time. Brandon, it's your humility we all admire. Enjoy your weekend. It's deserved. This guy, well, you know what? You got to love it. He's definitely going balls deep. He's going all out. And I guess if, you're not going to make any noise or no one else is going to make any noise on your behalf, then you may as well make some yourself, right? So that's what he's doing. But Brandon has my post of the week. I've got a gut feel that this isn't going to be the last time we see Brandon mentioned on this podcast. So, LinkedIn post of the week, Brandon Clauser. Good on him. Right, guys, last time we put together 5 cold email templates. They were designed to get the most cut through in today's market. I've tried and tested them all. They are my email templates that I have tweaked. And the response was overwhelming. I've spoken to so many SaaS sales reps that have said, do you know what? These are good. They're doing really well for me. Have you got any more? So I've gone away and crafted 5 more for you guys. Let's jump straight into them. Right, let's kick it off with email number 6, following on from the previous 5, the mini value drop. Free 3-step script. Hey, John. I wrote a 3-step script that's helped my clients reduce ghosting after demos. Happy to send it over or stay out of your inbox. Up to you. Why it works. Well, it offers something of value right away. You've got a free 3-step script. No strings attached, just value. Low pressure. Hey, I wrote a 3-step script. Happy to send it over. I can stay out of your inbox. Totally up to you. It lets them feel in control. This works really, really well. Now, it depends. Obviously, you can tweak this to make it work for your own product, however you're selling or whatever you're selling. But a free giveaway, and it's very clear, 3-step. Value add, free, 3-step. Merge them together. I can send it over to you. It's working really well for X, Y, and Z common problem that you know they've got. And let's face it, everyone's got a ghosting problem right when it comes to demos. Happy to send it over, or I can stay at your inbox. Again, tweak the phrasing or the words to make it suit yourself in terms of how you would naturally talk and get that authenticity across. Really, really good. The mini value drop. Email number 7, the hyper-specific compliment. That post on churn. Hey, Sarah. Read your post on churn reduction and loved the bit about proactive onboarding. We built something similar into a tool that's reduced churn by 31%. Happy to share it if you'd like. Why does this work? Well, straight off from the bat, you've done your homework. The subject line, that post on churn. Why is this going to resonate? Because they've written a post on churn and you've done your homework and you've highlighted it. It ties your product to the existing thought leadership. Read your post on churn reduction. Loved the bit about proactive onboarding. We've actually built something similar into our tool. And here's the result. It's reduced churn by 31%. And again, you're lowering the pressure here again, right? Happy to share it if you'd like. And you don't even need to have a question mark in this. Happy to share if you'd like, ... And it's all about being personal. This is super relevant to them. Right? It's not about what's relevant to you right now. Hey, I want to sell my product to people that I think need it. You've gone out and done your homework. This is super relevant to them because they've written a post on churn. Hey, funnily enough, we built something similar into our tool. And guess what? It's reducing the problem that you are talking about. I can share it with you right now. That gets cut through. But the subject line is key, guys, because you can have a great body to an email, but if no one opens it, what's the point? That post on churn. Make this even more relevant, okay? Highlight the first line of the post if you want for their subject. Make it super relevant so you know they'll click on it. It's about their post. Make sure they know in the subject line, hey, this is about my post. Email number 7. Guys, by the way, if you're enjoying this and this is adding value, you know what to do. Like and subscribe. Back to the video. Right, number 8. The show, don't tell offer. Want to see how this works? Hey, James, rather than explain what we do, I'd like to show you, or I'd rather show it. Would you be open to a quick 3-minute screen recording? And why does it work? Curiosity always kills the cat, right? But also it's a non-invasive offer. Would you be open to a quick 3-minute screen recording? And again, you're giving them control. You're actually also telling them you've got visual proof, right? It implies visual proof and saves their time. All of these emails, again, low pressure. Would you be open? This is the type of language you want to use. Hey, no sweat. I can stay out of your inbox. I can share it with you. Totally up to you. Would you be open? Would you be open to a quick 3-minute screen recording? It's much easier to actually see what we do rather than me explain it in a lengthy email. Short, sharp, straight to the point. And you're noticing the theme here again on top of the low pressure. They're very short, sharp emails. People on their mobile phones these days, yeah? They're reading emails on their mobiles. These are 50 characters or less. 50 words or less, right? Perfect for anyone on the go that's reading an email on their mobile. Short, sharp, punchy. We're getting straight to the point. Right, we're on to the 4th email of the day. Email number 9, the referral without a name email. Subject line, hope I'm not way off. Hey, Susan, someone in your team mentioned you might be the right person for this, but I might have totally misheard. Should I explain what this is? Why does it work? Creates curiosity. Again, we need to create curiosity here, right? Not just with the subject line, but again with the email so they respond to it. Curiosity is key. It gives an easy out. And it feels light, human, and conversational. Let's break this down. Super easy out. Should I explain what this is? No, you're good, thanks. Or, yeah, sure, please do. But again, it feels light, it feels human, it feels conversational, and they're creating a subconscious link. Hey, someone in your team mentioned you might be the right person for this. This implies and actually tells them, look, I've actually spoken to your colleague or your peer, right? Someone you're working with. We have a mutual connection here. And they mentioned I should go on to you, right? They pointed me in your direction, but I might have totally misheard. Should I explain what this is? Really light. Again, what is it? Low pressure. And finally, the fifth email that we're going through today, the 10th in total, the value first follow-up. Following up with value. By the way, we can change the subject line, guys, yeah? Value-packed follow-up. Whatever you want to do. You might not even want the word follow-up. Value add for you could be a great subject line. Something that will get them to click because they know they're getting free value. Hey, Jonathan, following up, but not empty-handed. Nothing worse than a following up email, is it? Just checking in, following up on my previous email. Come on, they got the previous email, right? Following up, but not empty-handed. That will grab their attention. Here's a link to a cheat sheet we built for SDR teams to book more meetings in fewer touches. No pitch, just something useful. Curious if it resonates. You get in a call to action, you're curious if it resonates, right? But why does it work? Follow up without sounding desperate. Absolutely. We just said it. Hey, just following up on my previous email. Have you had a chance to read it? Funny enough, no, I hadn't. I really needed this email for you to tell me to read it. No, that's not going to work, right? We need to follow up without sounding desperate, and we need to add value. Nothing worse than repeating yourself, as we've just covered. It opens a door for future conversation. Curious if it resonates. You have now given them something, a link to a cheat sheet that we have built, that you have built, that helps SDR teams. You know they have SDR teams. Who wouldn't want their SDR teams to book more meetings in fewer touch points? Well, everyone wants that, right? No pitch, just something useful, low pressure. And again, value packed. All I need from you is to let me know if it resonates. That is what we're trying to do, guys. We're trying to get cut through in a very, very tough market. And the way to do it is keeping it short, keeping it brief, hooking them with a great subject line, and then value added body rather, in your email, but keep it short. Try these 5 out. If you thought the first 5 were good, these are just as good, if not better. I want to see what's working. Guys, please do let me know in the comments below. I will respond to every single one. I am intrigued. Maybe you think, actually, no, I put this into action. It's not working. No problem. Let's tweak it. Maybe some of these emails just need a slight tweak. It might just be a subject line that needs tweaking, or something in the body of the email that needs tweaking. But we're going to have to be working really smart in today's market. So SDRs and AEs, you'll have no-shows, and maybe you want to take control of it yourself, or you're also great AEs also supplement their own pipeline with their own outbound effort. Business development is a key tool in your arsenal if you're a successful AE. If you want to be the best AE, you want to make sure that you're doing your own outreach and building your own pipeline on the side, because if for whatever reason your pipeline drops from your SDR, you've still got your own pipeline to fall back on. That is what the top 5% of AEs do. Make sure that is part of your habits if you're an AE. Guys, let me know how you get on. Now, I said at the start of this episode that we are going to be talking about an age-old problem in SaaS, but one that is a massive problem now and probably bigger than ever before. As you guys know, I sit down, I speak with SDRs, I sit down and I speak with AEs. And one of the biggest things I am seeing and hearing from you guys is no-show rates. AEs get pissed off, SDRs get pissed off, businesses get pissed off, because guess what? No one wins. So if you're an SDR and you're booking in meetings and you're struggling with your no-show rates, right? You're obviously going to get closer to the exit door. The more you book and the more that no-show, you're not going to get to your target, right? So what can we do in today's market to try and improve our no-show rates? Well, that's what I've gone away and thought about, and I've come back to you and built something that I believe will help with those no-show rates and help reduce them right down. Right, I've put together a prevention strategy for you, right? The goal is to increase perceived value, urgency, and commitment before the meeting starts. So what are we going to do with our prevention strategies? Well, first things first, value reinforcement. Okay, no nonsense strategy, and I'll also tell you why it works. What are we going to do? We're going to send a pre-call value add agenda, SDRs. So within 1 hour of booking, send a brief personalized email or a personalized video. Here's what we'll cover, and the one actionable takeaway or insight you'll get whether you invest with us or not. We got to give them a reason to show up for the demonstration. All well and good when you've got them on the call and you book them in. That's very much a gut feel, a gut move. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's get something booked in. But then time passes, and what you want to do is just get the value reinforcement over to them. Why did they say yes? This is why they said yes. And regardless, you're taking the pressure off as well. Whether you invest or not, you are going to gain something from attending this demo, and you're going to get a free value add, or you're going to get insight for free. Something that is going to be super useful for you, Mr. Prospect. All right. Now, whatever that might be, you guys are the ones selling the product and booking in the meetings and understanding and uncovering their pain. Make sure that you cover off, here's what we'll cover, and the one actionable takeaway you're going to get, or your one thing that you're actually going to take away from this meeting, regardless of whether you invest or partner with us or not. Why does it work? It shifts the meeting from a pitch to a consultation. This is professional, guys. We're in SaaS. Yeah? We're not selling penny stocks here, right? From Wolf on Wall Street. This is a consultation. This isn't just a pitch. This isn't half-assed, half-baked, winging it. This is, hey, we've got a software product, a tool that is going to add value to you. And I'm more convinced of that based on our conversation that we had. So again, I'm going to reinforce the value add. I'm going to shift the perspective of this being a pitch to a consultation. That's what we've booked you in for. The prospect has a clear reason to show up. And then we move into scheduling. Again, short-term scheduling and time optimization. Try to schedule within 7 days. Avoid Monday mornings. Why? Because everyone's come back from the weekend. They might have Monday morning meetings, but they're also going to be playing catch up from the weekend. They are going to look to move your Monday morning meeting. The worst time to book in a demo. Okay? Potentially Friday afternoons. Again, this isn't a given, but there is this feeling that sales reps have and people have in general. Friday afternoon, everyone's winding down. Maybe they'll finish early or whatever. But there's a question mark to that, because if you're a serious business, you're going to attend a Friday afternoon meeting. And studies often show 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. has the lowest no-show rates. Did you know that? 3 p.m. to 5 p.m., Monday afternoon, Tuesday afternoon, Wednesday afternoon, these Thursday and Friday, these slots are prime time, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Why does it work? The shorter the gap, the less likely priorities shift. Capitalize on warm interest. In other words, you want to strike while the iron is at its hottest. Now, commitment, active confirmation. What do I mean by this? Active confirmation and multi-channel reminders require a click to confirm step. Send them reminders and do it via multiple channels. You've got email, you've got LinkedIn. Yeah, utilize that within the first 48 hours. In the first an hour out from the meeting, you may want to send an SMS, or you may want to send it an hour after you've booked it. But you can send them a text. You may even want to, based on your first call, give them a call the day before. Hey, I'm calling to just bring this back to the top of your inbox. This is the agenda. My AE has asked me to give you a shout because they're going to add an extra step to the agenda. Is there anything that you want to add to this agenda so my AE can add it in ahead of your call tomorrow. There's a reason why you're calling, not just calling to say, hey, you're going to show up tomorrow. Hey, we've just tweaked the agenda, but we also want to give you the chance to add to the agenda. This is the best time to do it, so my A can add it in to the call before you guys jump on your demo tomorrow. Sound good? Great. The act of confirming is a minor psychological commitment, right? Why do we do this? We do this because we need to get micro commitments throughout the process. We need to keep them engaged. We need to manage the early part of a sales cycle that is at its most volatile and unsafe. Now, multi-channel ensures the message is seen. Yeah, we're going to hit them up with an email hour after the call. This is the value add confirmation. We're then going to hit them up with a potential agenda the day before the call. Might drop a message on LinkedIn, might just connect. Hey, thought it'd be great to connect post our call. My A's buzzing to see you on Friday, right? Multi-channel, multi-touch points. It keeps you front of mind and you're just ticking off those micro commitments. And finally, obviously, the biggest one, to make sure that you reduce your no-shows down, or the best way to reduce your no-shows down is do proper qualifying. Yeah? Qualify them. Don't just go through a budget rubbish little checklist and hope and just try and, or even worse, just push them into a slot without actually having done a clear discovery. You might ring someone. They've only got 30 seconds. You haven't really done a discovery. Tell you what, to make sure they show up, don't put them in your A's calendar off the back of a 30-second call. Hey, look, I know I've called you out of the blue. Thank you for giving me at least a few seconds to make sure that we're actually on the right track here. There's a couple of bits I still need to cover off. I'd like to do that before even think about booking you in for a consultation. Are you free tomorrow at 10 a.m. and I can run through this? You're only going to need a maximum of 10 minutes. Or does tomorrow afternoon work better for you? Get them booked in for a follow-up call that you run, not that your AE has to run, because they're running that from scratch. And let's be honest, if you've done a 30-second call and booked someone in for a meeting, they ain't showing up. Why should they? That's on you, SDRs, all right? Right. So have a clear discovery before offering a meeting slot. An unqualified meeting is a guaranteed no-show. Why does this work? It focuses limited calendar space on high intent, high fit prospects. This is the kind of stuff that you're shooting for. It has to be high intent, high fit. And how do you do that? You do that through your thorough qualifying, through your thorough deep discovery. And guys, if you want help on how to do a discovery, and Neil, I don't know how to do a deep discovery. Well, luckily for you, I have put together my 50 best discovery questions that will get you to pain and then drill deep. It will allow you to drill deeper. 50 discovery questions. They are free. The link is in the description. Get your copy now. You won't regret it. Now, guys, we can do all of this and we will still get some no-shows, right? This isn't a bulletproof method to get rid of all no-shows. But what do we do when that happens? We just let it go, move on to the next. What are you guys doing? Don't forget, a no-show doesn't mean no interest. It often means no priority. Yeah, you had the conversation with them in the first place. There was interest there during the call. That's how you booked them in, right? Hopefully you didn't just push them into a meeting for the sake of it and they were just saying yes to get your phone. You did your deep discovery. You found that there was pain there that they need resolving. There's an intent there as well from them, and they're going to benefit from at least sitting down with our AEs. And then they no-show. Well, that doesn't mean there's no interest. Remember, yeah, you booked them in with interest in the first place. It often means no priority. What do you want to do? You want to send a mistake email. Send a very short, non-blaming email immediately after the no-show. Hey, John, my apologies. Looks like something came up either on my end or yours. No worries at all. Was it still worth a quick 15 minutes to discuss specific pain point this week? If so, let me know if tomorrow at 2 p.m. works or Thursday at 10 a.m. if that's better for you. We need to follow up. It's super important because It assumes positive intent and offers new firm slots. Something could have come up, especially if you've done a great discovery and you think, that's odd, they should have shown up. I mean, if I was fully expecting them to show up, if that's the case, definitely send this email. Again, you're not blaming, you're not going, hey, we had a meeting, or hey, my A's waiting on the bridge, like what's going on? Why are you not on the call? You think that's going to encourage them to get on the call in a good light or in a good frame of mind? No, they've gone missing. They've gone AWOL. Obviously, you're going to pick up the phone if they haven't jumped on. But if they don't show up, they don't answer the phone. Hey, my apologies. Looks like something came up either on my end or yours. No worries at all. Was it still worth a quick 15 to look at this later this week? If so, I've got 2 p.m. tomorrow. I've also got 10 a.m. on Thursday. What one works best for you? And I'll get that booked in. Yep. That's the message we want to send. And if the first attempt fails, shift to a value-first approach. Send a relevant, ungated resource, case study, one-pager, short video, testimonial that directly addresses their biggest challenge, referencing the original meeting topic. Totally respect your schedule is busy. Since we were going to discuss X, Y, and Z pain point, I thought this quick 3-step guide on fixing Y might be helpful in the meantime. No need to meet unless you have questions. What are we doing there? Removing the pressure and adding value. That is the theme of this week's podcast. SDRs, AEs, sales reps. No need to meet unless you have questions. But again, the value add bit. Don't just let them disappear and think move on to the next. You know, if it was a good opportunity, you need to go through these steps. And the final step you're going to do is you're going to put them through this process. And the final step you're going to do with these high intent, really good potential ops is we're going to re-nurture them. We're going to put them into a low volume, high value marketing sequence that touches them with relevant content every 4 to 6 weeks to keep your brand top of mind until their priority shifts. You have to put them through these steps, the no-shows, especially the meetings that you thought, hey, I know we can help them. And that was a really good call when I booked them in and we're missing an opportunity here. This is a really good one. Well, this is what you're going to do. You're going to put them through these steps. Get them firstly rebooked back in if you can, if not value add, and then put them, if all else fails, into a re-nurture sequence because again, it is of interest to them, but it may just not be a priority. Move them into a low volume, high value marketing sequence. Make sure you do that. When their priorities shift, you're going to get them booked back in. So guys, I hope that was useful and I hope to hear all of you guys putting that into effect and your no-show rates coming down. We are coming up to the end of Q4, the end of 2025. We can't be starting 2026 in a tough market with high no-show rates because then we are on a hiding to nowhere, okay? Make sure you start implementing these things. And if you have questions, drop me a line, drop me a comment. I want to hear them. Right? If you're thinking, hey, Neil, I'm not sure this is working, let's have a conversation about it. That is what you need to do in today's market. And that's what we all need to do as a community. And that's it for another episode of Sell the Future podcast. I hope this was useful. Guys, if you stay till the end, I massively appreciate it. Please do like and subscribe. It helps me continue doing what I'm doing, helping SaaS sellers in a very, very tough market. And what I'm also going to be doing is I'm going to be bringing on guests that are going to add value to you, your daily job, and they're going to feature on this podcast as well. So make sure you subscribe, hit that notification button so you don't miss an episode. And if you still want to see more of me and you're not sick of this face, click on this video right now and I'll see you guys in there.